Welcome. Episode 4. This is a brief disclaimer. During the video, you're going to hear a thudding noise, that's going to be Kimo. His ADHD kicked in crazy. He was hitting the mic against his face and then scratching it with his beard. So that's a scratching sound you're going to hear. We got a special guest today. First half of the video, we're going to talk about some insurance stuff, his background. So it's good information to tune into. The second half is club shenanigans. I get roasted for wearing a shitty outfit before I picked up a GQ magazine, basically. So pick your poison. It's 30 minutes to the fucking roll that intro.
What's going on, guys? Welcome to the Millennial Era, episode 4. It's me and Amir. We're sitting here with Meech. Amir's going to give us a short intro on who he is, what his real name is, and we're going to get started, guys.
I mean, I butcher his last name. It's Dimitri Saugus.
Nah,
No?
Shugas.
Shugas. But if you see it, because we're going to spell it out, you're going to see why I pronounce it.
I literally put on like 10 times before, right?
He did. He told me 10 times. I'm a bad listener. I'm also messing up a lot of other names. But
We're not going to bring up none of those names ever.
But
Ever.
we'll get to it. So this is Meech. You know, if you don't know, mini little Instagram celeb over here. We're talking,
Not at least.
8,000 followers, right? So, he's a little popular and stuff like that. I'm going to tell him how I met him or how I came to know him. And then we'll go into just a brief, how he talks about him. I saw him on IG.
The real story. Give him the real story.
My friend sent me, he was in the car scene,
Hate the story.
This guy
Hate it.
This guy had a dope BMW, and my friend sent me a video of it saying it was supercharged, and it was fast. And me being me was like, my car is going to beat his car. That shit's probably slow. And then somebody sent me another video, and it was fast. And then when I met him, I just told him about the story today that I was hating on his car. Because, you're in the car game, you don't like somebody else's car that you think is faster. You always talk shit about any car because you're an egotistical prick. But
Easily.
I mean, and I met him, and then one day he was, I saw that he was detailing cars, and we'll get into that later. And he came up, and we met, we detailed, we became boys, and now we're a lot more alike than we thought. Now, basically.
Now he's getting haircuts. I would be like literally we just discovered that
I had a haircut in 3 months.
Everyone knows that I'm skin fade every Thursday, 10:30. It's been like that for years. Everyone knows. Look at this.
Kimo, we put him on Yeezys and everything.
Yeah,
They did.
Yep.
They did. They did
wearing some right now.
put me on Yeezys.
Stripes over checks.
No. But all right. So your name is Dimitri, but literally the entire world calls you Meech.
Meech.
So where did that come from?
I don't know. Honestly, it's like straight. Meech just is like a shorter version. I never really said my name. As a kid, I'm 31 years old. My mother and my aunt still call me Meech to this day. So it kind of just stuck around. I went Little Meech instead of Big Meech, just being a dickhead.
Big Meech, yeah.
It just kind of stuck on Instagram, and that's really where it is.
Because, like I said, everyone just called you Meech, and then when one day you finally said something like Dimitri, I was like, "Who's Dimitri?" And literally, that's his real name.
You said you're Greek. You're Greek, right?
Greek and Italian, yeah.
I feel like Dimitri's like a Russian name. Is that?
I mean, I guess both.
Okay,
Little
I've
Slavic
never.
in it?
I was like,
Yeah,
I would
nah,
That's like a badass name, though. I'd be like,
Russian at all.
that's
I fuck
badass.
Russians, but
I'd be like
Fuck
Dimitri.
Russians. I fuck with Russians
yeah,
too.
they're crazy. I don't fucking like, the girls are crazy, the dudes are crazy, but more importantly, girls are not.
No, that shit.
I had a Russian girlfriend, she was not.
Baba Yaga. All right, so coming to it, I contacted Meech because his detailing business was booming, and lo and behold, that's not even his real day to day. That's a side hustle that became basically better than some people's real hustles. But all right, so let's take us back. We'll give everyone like a brief background because I'm interested in your background too. Let's take it all the way back to when you were 19 years old, and you said.
It goes back.
Then break it down for us. You lead the way. Break it down for us.
I think that like all these dudes online, they're like so like entrepreneurial. Like everyone's really like they're becoming like, can't even think of the word right now. Like almost like they're consulting type. They're like selling their platforms. I think that like you're either born with it or you're not. Like you're gonna get up, go get it. That's what I was. I didn't really have a choice. I had a dad that was super hard on me.
Right.
Like at 12 years old, like instead of getting a present, I got a fucking lawnmower. And then I saved up to get a weed whacker and I was mowing lawns at 12 years old. But at 16, I had the baddest car. I was 10th grade. I had a badass car. No one had a better car than me.
What was the car?
It was an Eclipse. Actually, it'll make funny because we're going back to Fast and
Okay,
Furious.
okay.
Yo,
Okay.
that was
GT?
Kit, shaved door handles, like candy paint,
Shaved door handles.
custom interior. Like, dude, I'm 16.
And back when you were 16 was like, I'm trying to think, 19.
Oh, but fuck out of here.
19.
Fuck outta here.
2000?
Maybe like 2001.
Alright, so I wasn't far off.
In 2002 or something like
Okay,
that. But
okay.
it was a good amount.
But that was the epitome of that era. Like that's
Listen, not for nothing. It was a cool car back then, and then I sold it fast.
Yeah.
I mean, I did it. I was doing cars and shit. And that's where I kind of got like big into like where I was at today. So I mean, I graduated high school. I was a dickhead in high school. I was literally mean to everybody.
Everyone.
I literally was just a jokester. Good academically.
Yeah.
Couldn't get me down there. I was really good at school, but I really didn't care much about anything else.
Yeah.
Besides cars and that kind of shit.
Yeah.
So when it came to after high school, I think I got like a bullshit ass job. I got fired from ShopRite. I got fired from Acme, and then I got a job as a lot boy. And I think I landed a really, really good job at AAA at the time. I was 18 years old, making more money than other people my age.
Yeah.
And did that for like a year and a half, bro. I was the youngest, travel agent and insurance rep in the state of New Jersey. I was 19 years old and licensed.
how'd you get the job at AAA though?
My mom was back in the day. She was like an administrative assistant for one of the head ups there. So I mean, I got in there easy.
Okay.
I stayed there for almost 6.5 years, while building my cars and doing.
So from 21 to 27?
Nah, maybe like 25. It was 19.
Okay.
But you built one of the most recognized.
No, not one of the
most. See, I didn't know about Subarus, but everyone else knew this Subaru across the country for what you did to it.
It was modified. It was dude, front of import tuner, front of modified mag.
What was
I
it?
don't want to sound like a fucking dickhead. Like, I don't want to sound too like egotistical. Like the car was badass, but I put a lot of time, a lot of money, pretty much everything into that.
Was it an STI?
No, it was a WRX.
Oh, there we go.
I built it up. A big crazy power.
Yeah.
How much power?
780. It was fast.
700.
780.
Yeah.
What year was the WRX?
It was 03.
How about this? How about this? So you guys can just come to fathom. We'll put a picture of it right between us. You can see it. I'm talking candy paint, blue, the chrome motor. Like he had parts.
Oh, you had a fully built.
Shit from
Yeah, no, it was
Japan.
fucking legit, bro. It was
Like
dead ass.
SEMA shit. Like,
Like
yeah.
SEMA.
Like, you couldn't get better than that.
Yeah,
Oh,
like
I mean, there was kids that, like, to the day, I still don't think they built me a better car than that. I was first shape bad. I was doing shit like the Hot Rodders were doing, the VW guys. So, and I think at that time, like, there was kids that were doing it, but, like, I had friends that weren't into cars. Like, you're stupid. Like, you're putting all your fucking money in this. You're never going to make it back. And, like, it's like, nah, listen, sit back. You do what I do.
Yeah.
And I think it worked out great because I went on to get crazy endorsements. I mean, almost $100,000 in endorsement. Sponsorships and things like that. I mean,
it's funny because back then when you were talking about it, like I got into the car scene a little later than that, and the endorsements they were doing, they were only offering partial discounts on parts. But back then they were paying people to not only rock their stuff, but just to have it, and they were giving you stuff.
Yeah, no, legitimately, I would take the parts I've already worked hard for and sell them for profit, and then I would be able to put new sponsorship parts on it. But the car was nasty. But like I said, the people kind of made fun of it. I knew that there was gonna be something that came of it, whether or not that would be like a business or like a name. But I think even back then, my alias or my forum name, almost 30,000 collaborative posts was D Money. And everyone knew about this dude, D Money. He's this fucking arrogant fucking kid from New Jersey that literally is building the car. Like that's all I was. I talk shit. I like created things, kind of like your previous Dave McGregor. I was just like that in the car scene. You know what I mean?
Right.
So something like that. Yeah. So I pushed myself through there. I was working, in the department. I was young. I was making good money. I was selling a lot of shit. But the best thing and the biggest break for me is that, they paid for my school. I went through fucking 6 years of college, and multiple degrees where they paid my entire school, plus they reimbursed me for my fucking books. So, I mean, that's a huge payout. No matter what way you think, it's a $100,000 come up.
Yeah.
Flat out. Right off the bat. That's $100,000.
Education.
What'd you go to school for?
Job?
Business administration. I minored in finance. And I did some. I think I had like a double majored in can't think of the fucking thing now. Like marketing.
Yeah.
So it's just a bullshit.
Had to be one of the three: finance, marketing, business management, international.
So I wasn't really kind of gearing myself towards like a CPA. I didn't care about a 3% raise for the rest of my fucking life.
Yeah.
I wanted to chase money. I wanted to double my salary.
You wanted money.
I was young. I was a young buck, bro. I was out there. I was out there getting.
Yeah.
So fucking shit didn't work out. I took a leave from there. And I said I'm gonna fucking focus on just what I could do. Like what do I love? And I think when people ask me like, what should I do? Like I loved what I did after that. and that was car shit. I really enjoyed like doing some consulting and things like that.
Yeah.
I had a good year and a half off, and it was time to go back.
Yeah.
And that's when I stepped back to the insurance field again, and I worked corporate at that point.
Yeah.
So I think a lot of my like
You sold that Subi for
big money.
big money.
Bro. I remember to the point where PayPal fucking in 3 weeks I had over $106,000 in a PayPal account flooded into my account.
And I told one of my friends that he sold his WRX for 6 figures, and they were like, "No way!" And I said, "No way," because I was like, "That's just
I
crazy."
didn't sell the fucking thing. I parted it out, and the body's still sitting in Maryland, but a right-hand drive conversion sitting rotten wood.
So if you need a right-hand drive conversion WRX,
Riding in the woods.
this is your guy.
Call my mentor JJ Jabaji. He has the car.
So where in this did the whole sticker thing that I'm still confused on?
No. I just want to just run through his insurance gigs.
So I mean,
Okay,
I hop into insurance. I do really well. We helped develop a program. I'm on a couple different committees where I'm there for.
You're
6
not at
years.
AAA anymore. You left that.
No, I'm at a different company. A pretty major company in Jersey, but it's a corporate company. I mean, up to the point I was 6 years and 31 days in, vested in the pension, and I knew my time was coming up. Like they were taking shit away from me that they shouldn't have. Overtime was going. They were putting crazy workloads on me. Like pretty much busting.
So they wanted you to quit.
They wanted me to quit.
They were pushing you out.
Too strong. Fuck yeah. And I was like, I don't really give a fuck. So I was like, you know what I mean? I remember a Thursday afternoon, they called me down. They waited until like last fucking minute, blah, blah, blah. They slid me a piece of paper. It looked fucking awesome on paper. And then they gave me like a brochure saying like, here's what it would look like, if you're not doing well with money or like if you're thinking about committing suicide because of financial, like, listen, I'm ready to hand this shit in right now.
Is that how it goes?
And I'm dead ass. But we're in HR because the HR department, there's big companies are serious. So you're sitting down there, they have your security guard, everything, just make sure. I was like, listen, I remember telling her, I was like, I know the car you drive out of the house thing. I'm not going to stand here and compare myself to you, but lady, I'm fucking rich. And I'm going to do well. When I leave here today, when I leave here tomorrow, I'm going to still be okay. You don't have to worry about me. I'm not built for this. Yeah, I'm not built for this.
Suicide prevention?
Dead ass, dude. They literally thought, they were like, oh, this kid's like, he might not do okay. Like, I had purchased my second house. Like, I had getting a bunch of cars. Like,
right. So you were investing.
I was listen, but at the same time, I planned for the rainy days. You get a 2-year non-compete. You're literally taking yourself away. But there's so many other people. I hopped into a private.
For those who don't know, a 2-year non. So when you get Meech basically, left that company. A 2-year non-compete is basically language for he can't work in that field
within a certain distance. Yeah.
For 2 years. So that's like basically you're out of a job for 2 fucking years.
They put a lot of fucking. They put a pretty big penny in.
Why did they do this?
Those contingencies and stuff. It wasn't working out.
Okay.
They were trying to redevelop the program and the actual company to be more based on someone that's going to be right out of college, less money, took away pensions, took away 401ks.
You were how old at this point?
I don't know, 26.
Okay. So not old at all.
No, actually, no, I might have been a little older, being 27. I don't really fucking remember because it's a vital point in my life, but it was one of those things like I think a lot of people need to get out there and just go out and do something, and you need the risk. Because without the risk, there's no fucking reward. You're not going to be hungry enough. If I wouldn't get pushed against that, I would have never been as great as I am at my new business had it not.
Yeah.
So, that's just, to be honest, I hopped in and I did well. So.
What the fuck are you doing?
What are you doing?
You don't admire the
mug?
What are you doing? Can we just take a second real quick to admire my mug?
Did you get that on fucking Indian reservation?
All right, so let's move up to we're at you're currently still at this insurance.
So when you left that non-compete is when you started Meech Bubbles?
Similar. I guess it was around the same time. I kind of just retransitioned. I put some money into some companies. I worked for I did some things on the side. I really didn't have much option. I took a good 18 months to myself just to refigure myself, redirect my life.
What were you doing?
18 months?
I fucking relaxed, bro.
Yeah.
I had a lot of shit to do. I wanted to rebuild my house. I wanted to get another car. I wanted to do shit that, like, I never really was doing. I was living. But, yeah, I really didn't fucking work.
18 months is a long time.
It's a long fucking time.
To, like, hang out.
I was hanging out, bro.
I was like
2 years of hanging out, pretty much.
No, 18 months is like a little less than 2 years.
It's close to 2 years. 4 months away.
No, it's 6 months away.
You're right.
18 months, bro? 18 plus 4 is 22.
This kid graduated with a kinesiology
Oh,
degree.
Super
shit.
smart, bro. He makes
6 months. 6 months.
His
6
accolades
months.
might make mine look horrible, and you literally
6 months. 6 months.
Oh, God.
I'm tired, guys. I'm tired. It's midnight.
He had a long day of not really working.
It's midnight.
Basically.
I'm tired. Yeah.
I'm the one that's tired. It's Black Friday.
Got the sesames though. I got the
Black
easies.
Friday.
Got the easies. That's all that
He did a lot
matters.
of shopping for his brother, but didn't get
Yeah.
it. So.
And he's still making me pay.
Yeah, they're expensive.
Crazy.
$220.
Crazy. So hopping right into it now, you're taking time off, and that time is like pivotal to reset.
Yeah.
You were like, all right, I want to focus now. I worked hard. I busted ass. I chased money. And now you're like, I want to get money while enjoying life. What I do. I want to feel good about what I do. And that's, I feel like everyone hits that pivotal point where they're like, you know what? Money's great, but money and feeling good about having money is also great.
Yeah, no, without doubt. I mean, I have 2 mentors now. I don't consider them bosses. They're my mentors. They literally, you got a great person, a commodity trader, someone who developed big programs for MetLife. Another one of my bosses was the upper level management of Prudential. You know, they redirected me and took me from a place where I was trained well, but almost to the point where I could go rogue. I knew so much about the insurance field that I literally could tell you anything you need to know. Actuarial points, like the investigations, things like that. I literally have the background, the foreground, and everything. But these guys taught me that I need to learn how to properly protect people from future financial devastation. But not even that, but I leave each time, not about how fucking fat my pockets were. You know what I mean? Don't worry about what I do on the outside. But I feel so much better on the inside of knowing that I took my time to protect you and your family. Like, you could think about this, like, and I know that you probably got a little bit of time left, but let's say you have a child, and that child's going to be 1 year old, and that child needs another 18 years of life, plus 4 more years of college, and you die tomorrow. That's 22 years of life where your wife may need to remarry. They may need to go out and fucking get a job and struggle. I don't want to it's a legacy.
Yeah.
So for me, I know that I deliver that check, and it's just a world of a difference. That changed that person's life. That person now goes to college to get a car. If 18 years of $100,000 salary that they can't be replicated because the father's not alive.
Right.
Yeah.
So it just feels so much better to actually be able to go out there and prospect, and I can touch your family, and these are people that mean the most to me. Were in the corporate world, I really didn't fuck with nobody.
It was just numbers. Everyone was numbers.
a fucking number. I was working at a cubicle. I was doing shit, and nobody knew. I feel much better now.
Now that the field you're in right now, so to tell everybody, so now say there's people out there who are like, I want to do good, but I really want to affect people. How do they get involved in what you are doing now? Like, how do they get involved in the insurance? How do they get involved? What do they have to do? Do they have to go to school? Do they have to get a license?
I mean,
how do we get these people from me with no insurance knowledge to signing people's life insurance?
Ideally, I mean, the way that you're going to be productive and be great at it is you got to be naturally born prospector. You got to be naturally willing to speak to someone, and engage in conversation, and be able to contact people and things of the sort. But what the actual credential accolades? I mean, I would imagine you're going to need some type of BA. I don't think they need to go as far as an MBA. I think that's more of a personal accolade. You do need licenses. Series 6, Series 63 are great. A financial background would be amazing. Obviously, you're going to have a better understanding of that. Life, PNC, those are all designations that further able you to be able to sell the product. Now, the more products that you can sell, obviously the more designations associated with them, but it makes you just dynamite. You're non-stop.
If somebody just come out of college, right, with a finance degree, kind of like you did, right? And they want a job. Are they getting? Is it like a fixed salary? Do they have a cap? Like what's the hours?
I imagine it depends. I mean, some companies are going to give you some type of salary, big salary with incentives. But there's going to be a lot of those guys where you're just putting a fucking coffee on someone's desk, so you get a chance to get even a little bit.
Kind of like sales.
Yeah, hell yeah. Well, that's
like interning.
You're hungry at 100% commission. You're selling at 100% commission. You're working hard. You put a salary on someone's desk, a kid out of college. He's gonna worry about what booze he can drink on Tuesday or what dollar bills are here.
Right.
You know what I mean? They're not worried about how hungry they have to be.
Yeah.
Give a kid a mortgage and a kid on the way, and put him on 100% salary. He's gonna be great. He's got to get it fucking done because there's no one else that needs it. I don't have no one to back up. I mean, I don't have to provide for someone. But if I don't get it done, nobody gets it fucking done. I'm the only one at the table. So if the fucking food's not on the table, it's my own fault.
Right.
Yeah.
If I want to eat, I got to put it there.
Yeah.
So is it hard to get into insurance?
I don't think it's hard. I think it's hard to be good. I mean, everyone
Like
else
anything.
You got a 40-hour work week. I mean, think about that. You come into work, I worked 40 hours. And you didn't work 40 hours. You worked 30 because you fucking took a bathroom break. You went to lunch. You bullshit with your friends. 4:30, you shut down. I make my 40 hours, and I don't stop at that. 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, my wheels are just spinning. 20 hours a day, I'm thinking about how I can be better than next. You got to think like that in order to be able to move forward. The next guy is going to outshine you. And then you're going to go to cold calling and things like that.
Do you care if the guy outshines you?
I don't give a fuck. It's not a competition about me and who sells more. I'm worried
Competition with yourself?
Not a competition about myself, but I'm worried about what I could do to protect more. And be able
It's become personal.
Give a better understanding. I mean, like I said, that personal touch as far as being able to actually touch base with family members, friends, things like that, it makes more sense to me now.
So you give people the advice that if they want to So if they want to, they have to have a financial background. If they have no background at all, I have no financial background.
I don't know that they really need to get into this. I think it's a great thing, but you have to have some financial background. You have to be good with numbers. You have to understand like law and things like that because there's a lot that goes into it.
So let's give everybody some free insurance advice here. You think it's important to have all your stuff covered?
Fuck yeah, everything, no matter what. And I'm not saying like let's go like an agreed value, like I pay $500 because my car got in an accident. I'm gonna risk $500. I'd rather make that $1,000 to make the liability $300 or liability $500 or put an umbrella policy. Those policies and those things protect your assets, and that's future earnings. You know, the state of New Jersey, I don't know how Pennsylvania is. You guys are fucking weird.
Yeah.
25% of your wages can be garnished. Imagine 25% of your wages. You had an accident, you have $300,000, but they incorporate $500,000 in medical bills. You do the math for me, but not you. $500,000, $300,000, $200,000, bro.
Yeah, wow.
We may not even see $200,000 liquid in our lifetimes, bro. Now you have to pay that out. That's me setting that up so that doesn't happen to you. But my bigger clients.
I mean, I didn't even know stuff like this even happens. Obviously, I'm not as informed in insurance as probably somebody a little bit older would be. Obviously, so it's like I didn't even know that was even a thing.
Yeah, no, 100%.
I think it varies state to state.
Yeah.
PA has this weird, like I said, PA is one of those weird fucking states you can pull from 2 cars. That's an option called stacking, where you guys can pretty much get all this extra coverage by the number of cars, and you guys have like fucking 40 cars. So you guys are set.
What I do know is that when I was younger, and I was signed on to my dad's insurance plan, he would, when we wrote it up, you know, he was like, all right, look, listen, you got to pay X amount of insurance.
Mm-hmm.
So I remember talking to all my friends, and they were paying like $70, $90, paying liability.
Yeah.
And then he made me, I remember we went to Allstate.
Great company.
It
happens to be the company I work for.
Right.
Yeah.
So we go to Allstate.
Thank God.
There's
You're
different.
in great hands.
There's
You're in
different.
good hands.
Holy shit, we might have.
I don't want to fact check it.
Good hands.
You good?
So
good hands.
There's like levels of the Allstate protection plan for cars.
Absolutely.
So what is the top one? It's like platinum, right?
Yeah, platinum's is an option for the package. It's a package option.
Right.
Sure.
There was no negotiating.
No, absolutely not.
I remember I went to go talk to my rep, and I was like, "Look, I'm trying to pay this," and my dad was like, "No, platinum," and I was like, "What do I need? What do I need this for?" And he's like, "Just get it." So my whole life now, from that moment, it came in handy once, and now moving forward, no matter what it is, whether it's warranty on my phone, warranty on my TV, warranty, I just get the highest protection plan that I can afford.
Yeah,
Because why would you risk it? If you get into an accident
100%.
and you have like liability and you know your car's destroyed,
Yeah.
then you have to restart. You may have to pay out medical bills. You want to be able to cover everything. So that's why I think insurance is important. I think you should get the highest you can afford.
It's literally, well, listen, within means, like you said, but otherwise it's a piece of paper until you need it. So if you need a piece of paper just to stop the police from taking you to jail or writing you a ticket or whatever it may be, that's not the insurance for us. I mean, you need something to be able to protect assets. Your father is well-rounded. Your dad's extremely successful.
Right.
He understood from the fact that he needed to protect what he earned. And that he's smart. So he sees you're up and coming. You're obviously doing fucking great. You have a restaurant. You're partners in a couple of businesses. We're doing this shit. You know what I mean?
We're doing it all.
We're doing it.
I drove 2.5 hours. The kid got me out here. I mean, he's doing
Holy
it.
shit.
It's a nice drive. Don't let him get. It's a nice drive.
With the daily, right?
Listen, when you come up to the Delaware Water Grab, that's about when it gets nice.
We took around some parts.
But he understood that he needed to embed in your head that, listen, Amir, you're going to work hard.
You gotta
You're gonna obtain a lot of great things. Don't fucking lose those things because you're an idiot. You're negligent as fuck. You took me for riding your Z, the one that you thought would beat my M, 200 miles an hour up in the fucking mountains. We're on a Shawnee Mountain. He's like, oh, there's some ski resort.
Going 200?
We're moving.
We were, I don't know, $180. And
Mexico City caption.
Literally grabbed 6 gear on the fucking Pocono Trail over here.
Oh, I love it. No, but yeah, you're right. I'm pretty wild. But like, you got to cover your bases. So, word of advice from literally an insurance expert guru: cover your bases. I know some of my friends. You guys got liability.
I feel like the only
you guys scare me.
It really helped me was like when I had my WRX, right? And I was driving up here. I took like 3 deer out, destroyed the whole front end, the fender, everything, and I was like $6,000 damages, but just paid the deductible.
You know what?
Yeah.
Let's take a short intermission here. Let's go to a little story time. How I'm sitting it's snowing outside, right? This kid has a WRX, thinking it's a tank, thinking it's
summer tires on.
Summer tires. I don't want to hear it. Comes in the house like, get a phone call. My dad's like, hey Amir, Kimo stuck, hit the tree at the neighbors. I'm like, what? I take my car, drive up, and I'm older than him, so I know when you're fucking around. I can tell. I was that guy.
How old was I?
Looking at the
18.
What are you fucking 20 now? So with 2 years.
I'm 22.
22.
18. I'm maybe 18.
I know when you're fucking around and lying. It looks like he was drifting in the snow, lost control, and then hit the neighbor's shrubs.
It's exactly.
And then my dad's like, yeah, he lost control.
No, they weren't shrubs. It was not shrubs.
Older brother told you, didn't he?
What do you mean?
He went and told on you. He were drafted.
No. He covered.
Yeah, good.
I'm looking at him
Dude,
like,
I took down a whole tree.
Sneakers today. You're gonna go do that, bro?
you heard him. He's gonna charge me.
Nah, he wasn't.
Nah, I won't charge him.
You're not gonna charge him?
No, I won't charge him.
You heard it. I'm not getting charged. So if I get charged, the people here.
You're gonna get Venmo invoice later on.
I got his card.
No, but covered all bases. Like I said, Meech was a good person to bring on because, like I said, he worked. He didn't do insurance, got into insurance, realized he found his niche, his passion, became good at it, and then ultimately became successful. Later on, you'll see where the term work hard, play hard really meshes.
He's thinking on a name drop. I
don't need name drops. I don't need. No, we're done. I don't give a shit.
Hard.
This is our podcast.
It sounds like
we
work
tell
hard,
the truth
play
on here.
harder.
Harder. We play harder here.
I think in the past couple of months, maybe years, I started to like push that stuff aside as far as how announcing I was for it. But yeah, I play hard. I fucking
play harder.
I'm talking Magnum bottles of champagne getting sprayed over Las Vegas pool parties.
Yeah,
we gotta go to Vegas.
Play harder.
Yeah, Vegas is fun, bro.
Yeah.
I'm more a Miami guy. I like Spanish girls, like big butts.
I like
I
Miami.
don't really fuck. Vegas is more your style.
You gotta get the copyright.
My style.
You can have that, bro. I never had a blind in my life.
All right, now let's dabble into. Now you guys heard this guy works hard. This guy became successful. Now we're gonna introduce you to the life. This is now you live down like near Morristown. You know, you live in a nice area of PA.
No,
Jersey.
What the hell, Amir?
PA.
Because I always say he lives near
I
KOP.
hate Pennsylvania. I literally hold my breath the second I come over the bridge.
That's crazy.
I don't blame you.
You guys got bad haircuts.
I haven't got one in 3 months.
Yeah,
Throwing it
you
out.
need one, bro.
Yeah, definitely.
Who's your barber?
Look at his beard, though. Let's take a notice. Can we zoom in on his beard?
I like to say I thought it was a good beard until I saw his beard.
This is literally like a shadow for me. This kid comes over, he's like, my beard's like real strong.
It's not bad.
I literally didn't want to gas him, but it literally looks like a chin strap.
Send your DMs. Who had the better beard, me or Amir?
Yeah. He has better eyes.
All right.
Thank you.
I mean,
What the fuck is this turning into now?
I always had to check the beard out. I mean, you have red in your beard.
I do got red in my
he's
beard.
getting older than you, bro.
Is that a thing?
Red in your beard?
You got a little salt and pepper, but it looks
What are
good.
you trying
Now we're gonna pick on the old guy.
It's Ted 3.
Literally, you got a teddy bear.
Yeah, what are you doing?
Got the Brooklyn on, guys.
And zoom in on his pants. He's definitely not a nurse. He just wears scrubs for comfort.
Yeah, I'm wearing
Crazy
scrubs right now. I'm wearing scrubs right now.
We're gonna get into it now. I want people to find out. Walk us through your first table experience, because we talked about tables and buying bottles and all that, and we talked about being sober and buying bottles. Meech drinks so far and few in between. He's also he buys bottles sober.
Yeah.
So I want you to tell us about your first bottle experience, and I'll tell mine.
I'll tell mine first.
Yeah, I want to hear.
I remember being I was like going out $50 fucking. I mean, it didn't matter how much money you had. $50 was enough to pay the night. I'm saying like from fucking start to finish. And that's even if you bought a girl a drink at the bar.
How old are you at this point?
I don't know. You're probably not born yet. I was like 24.
You dragged it.
Listen, I was younger. Like a couple of years, 8 years ago. I don't know, 7 years ago. So $50 was the whole night, and you had a good fucking night. I think when I first heard a bottle service or a table was $2,000, I was like $2,000.
It's mind blowing.
$2,000. I mean, at this point, I don't know where it really transitioned. I mean, a bunch of my friends, either they have money, they don't, whatever it may be, but we like to have a good time. Really don't want to talk about anyone's professions, whatever they do, but everyone does well. I mean, I think there's at times we could spend upwards of, $20,000 in a night. I mean, at the same time, you can kick that back and 2 or 3 of your friends, you can spend $2,000. I think it's stupid. I think 800% markup on a bottle is fucking retarded.
It's bonkers.
I think, first of all, 32% sales tax and luxury tax or whatever the hell it is. I think that's absolutely absurd. But it's real estate.
But they get you.
You want to pay to be in that area. You want to be able to be.
You're paying for the vibe. You're paying for the vibe.
The vibe or whatever you want to call it, but like exclusive. You want to be exclusive, but you want to be around the people that you came, and then you want to be able to invite those who seem eager into that same area.
Girls.
Other than that,
Baddies.
obviously,
Baddies.
yeah, I mean, girls.
Baddies.
I mean, at the time, maybe I had a girlfriend. I had a girlfriend. I had serious girlfriends.
You did.
So, I mean, she would have been with me.
Quite a
I
few.
wasn't inviting girls in there.
Yeah.
You still were.
Nah, I probably wasn't. She didn't put up with shit, bro.
Okay.
None of them put up with shit.
Not everyone put up with shit. He was a good guy.
I was a nice guy. They decided fucking... Yeah, I mean, they just thought that they... I don't know what it is.
I don't know if those are lies coming out or
Sounds like it.
I'm stuttering. I'm fucking mad. Listen, I fucked up with some really, really, really amazing girls. One in particular, but they're happy, and I think that for her being with someone else, being with someone that I can't be, and
This is the one you used to bring to the first bottle table?
Yeah, probably.
So did she buy bottles before, or were you like
No,
sharing that with her?
She's your hometown girl, like girl next door. Probably just had no fucking clue, like why this kid has money or whatever, and wasn't really about that. She loved me, and I loved her, and I think what happened was it just didn't work out, and shit doesn't work out. But at the same time, if you love him, you gotta let him go. Like I did some things that I shouldn't have done to her, and for that, she's happy now.
Long story short.
Yeah, real short.
If you're a friend of Meech, you take this and send it to whoever you think this is about.
Nah, don't send that to her.
You send it to her.
Doing well. Let's leave it at that.
You still
And
know
you
her?
destroy whatever's going on in her life. End of story. It's just whatever's there.
I mean, that could be about someone else. Who the fuck?
I don't exactly who you may think it's about. Send it.
If
If it's 5 different people, I don't give a shit.
What's wrong with you?
But now, all right. First bottle experience. Who? How many people? How much does it tab?
Oh, I don't fucking know. I really can't.
Give us your most
Like
earliest.
8
memory.
years ago, Amir.
Yeah, bro. I really don't remember. You remember yours. You got to go on that. I really don't.
All
Remember.
right.
I don't think it was inflated like that. These clubs started to get so crazy with these movements, these DJs, and the fucking exclusivity, and you were like bidding on things. Like your table would go up if the next guy was gonna buy it for more.
I'll say my first experience. It was 2000. It was a few years ago. I don't know exactly what year, but it was a few years ago. And I was with my 2 friends, and we just came to Cali, and we had made the notion that when we landed in Cali, the goal of the entire trip, we always picked. Back then, we picked one expensive thing we were all gonna collectively do.
Oh wow! You picked the wrong city to do it in.
Yeah, because everything in LA is expensive, but LA's a lie. The whole city's a lie. We all lie. I say we like I live there. I basically do. I feel like I do. So we went to a club, Playhouse. It's on Hollywood Boulevard.
Oh,
it's right outside where you see the celebrity stars and all that, and it's like
This before I came?
Yeah, this is before you came. This is when I
got.
got.
That's a good one.
No, I'm gonna tell a story about Rob.
Oh wow, we're gonna name drop now.
Oh yeah.
Oh fuck Rob.
Oh yeah, fuck Rob.
Fuck Rob.
I love you, Rob. You know I love you.
I love you too.
Rob, he's talking about Rob from the first
You
podcast.
didn't come to dinner with us tonight, so I'm kind of fucking mad about that. I don't come up here a lot. This is my personal. Listen, bro, I'm upset about that. We could have done business.
Could have done business. He'll call you though.
I'll call you. You
So-
call me? No, fuck that. He's gonna call me. He missed out. I'm not calling him.
Call him.
We get to the club. It's my 3 friends, and I have no idea how this experience works. So if you've never done bottle service, let me bring you into my vision here. So we're in there, and
He's super anal.
huh?
You're super anal with the fucking rules, like steps, like
The steps because I wish I knew because you're getting nervous. You go up to the line. There's 2 lines. There's a line of people out the door, and there's.
Where if Steve's nervous, you go ahead. Keep
I'm gonna tell you.
I'm nervous already.
Huh?
There's 2 lines.
There's two lines.
I'm nervous. Friends aren't gonna pay. That's what I'm nervous about.
I didn't know what it was gonna cost. I didn't know what it was gonna cost. There's like a line of like
Pulls out lit out of his pocket, like we good.
100 people, and there's an empty line, and there's like a guy and a girl standing at the front, and they have a clipboard, and then you call it earlier, and you say, "Hey, my name's Amir, and I want to make a reservation for yada yada yada. This is the table." She's like, "Okay, 2 or 3 bottle minimum." I'm like, "Great."
You're thinking the bottle's like $100.
I'm thinking the bottle's $100.
All right.
He's in
But
it for $300.
$1,000.
We good.
But yeah, I didn't know how much it was gonna.
He's in the front like, Nick, guys, cut in the line, guys.
Yeah, he's like, listen, tab's on me.
I thought it was gonna be,
like a big shot.
but we planned to bring 600 each.
What are you wearing? What are you wearing?
Huh?
What are you wearing?
At this point,
You're like one of those guys that wears a tucked in dress shirt.
He tucked it in.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
Louis Bell. Louis Bell.
Ty Ferragamo.
Louis Bell.
That's you.
No, I had red pants, red pants, blue button down, tucked in. I'm not
I
gonna
knew
lie.
it was tucked in, bro. I literally
Louis Bell.
Oh, fuck yeah.
that shit was tucked the fuck in. That belt was super shiny.
It could have been more exposed if I wanted it
Cleaned
to
it and
be.
shit.
But this
He
is
held it like he was a Texas Ranger.
yeah, I hate you guys. But yeah, all right. So you got that right. I'm blown away. You got that correct. I'm pissed.
Absolutely.
I'm pissed.
You literally have that shit pressed out to go out tonight as soon as I leave. Main Street's about to see it.
No way. I don't.
Shot. It's 12:30.
That's dead. So we get in, and the lady's like, "All right, Amir." We walk in, and I'm walking, and she gets to the table right on the dance floor. So now in my head, I had known that this table has to be more expensive because we're on the dance floor. They cut us off with little ropes, and you get a security guard. And this, it was dope. First experience.
I'm still waiting for the time where it's like you're really nervous.
I'm gonna tell you.
It sounds really great up to this point.
Oh no, it sounds great, but if you don't know, he's done it a lot, and now if you do it, it's whatever. You walk in a cocky and arrogant, but when you're
You still tuck your shirt in.
no,
Okay,
that
see,
shit,
real
that shit's
cocky
done.
then.
No, real swag came about. But when you're fresh 21, and you're just shaking up on it. So we walk inside, and then she gives us the menu, and I don't drink it, so I don't know what's good and what's not good. My friends drank, so they ordered Ciroc. I'm looking at it, and I don't see prices on the menu. And it's just illuminated. It looks beautiful. And it's not that crowded yet. We showed up at 10:30. First mistake.
Super noob.
First
Like,
mistake.
That's why the line was long.
Well, exactly.
Yeah, line
Everyone's
up.
trying to get in early. You go to a club, if you're going to get bottle service, you pull up at 11:30 midnight. Like, that's it.
Yeah.
Anything earlier is no point. The club's not even packed yet. So we walked in, and the lights were kind of still on. So now we're sitting there like this, and I was like,
I just want to imagine when the girls came out with that shit like this.
let me just fast forward. Fast forward to the night. Now we're vibing. Everyone's dancing. It's all a vibe, and now we're inviting people into our
It's
section.
not a vibe. His shirt's still tucked in.
Still tucked in.
Shirt's still
At the
tucked
time, it was.
Can
the
we get a
slime.
picture of that? Do you have a picture of
Huh?
that?
I have a picture of that, but we're not throwing a picture of it up.
Find the fucking picture.
We'll put a picture of it up.
For real.
And then we get it, and then we're in the club, and then, the security guard, he's your security guard. You get a personal security guard, and I don't know if you know what I'm talking about, and then you give him like,
I don't know. Sometimes we get caught.
sometimes we get a security guard, they just run around, and then I'm like, I gave the guy like $40. I was like, make sure
Heavy
nobody,
pockets.
Huh?
He just came out real heavy. I got 40 on the
I got 40.
Not even
I think-
50.
I'm greasing you because he literally greased the shit out of $40, whatever.
Not even 50.
And
You gotta understand,
as he pulls
at
out
the-
hundreds, and he's like, "Let me give you 2 of these 20s." My man straight looked at him and was like, "Yo, I'm literally gonna let people in here. I'm gonna like, is this trash."
But he did it. That $40 went a long way. Nobody got near it. Anybody we pointed at to come in or out was escorted in or out. I said I got to use the bathroom. I felt like a child. He pushed through everybody, cut to the front of the line, kicked open the stall, said here, and everyone's like, why does he get to cut the line? And I was like, that $40. See, that $40 came in handy.
See,
Bill comes.
$40.
Bill comes.
What are you gonna do?
Bill is
Seriously.
$1,300 and something.
Damn, so $40 tip on my man.
Yeah.
Hit the percentage from you real quick. You got a calculator?
But I didn't know.
I can't do
I
that.
didn't. I didn't know the bill was gonna be this much.
$1,000.
So now I'm nervous.
Who's paying for
Well, I'm like, oh shit, like who's paying for that?
God knows nobody had American Express at the time.
That plastic's going through.
There was no
There
plastic.
was
at
no
the time.
American Express?
No plastic with that kind of limit was coming out at that time.
Wow.
No.
No
Fresh-
metal.
Fresh 21. Actually, I could have paid with it, but I was like, there's no way I'm gonna pay this back. But we had cash,
Yeah.
so we had I had 600 from
Who
him.
the fuck pays for bomb
600
service for
from him.
cash?
Everyone, bro.
That's a thing?
Hell yeah. You
Never
put the card up as like a fucking just a card to hold it.
Yeah.
You always pay cash.
Cash?
Yeah. What do you want to fucking like have? You want to document you spend $15,000 in a nightclub?
This doesn't go well with IRS. So
Yeah.
then 600, and then 600, and we're like scraping all the money together. And I'm like, all right, we don't need this, so we lower it. And that's when I left that night, and it was a fun night. But I was like, wow, like I did not realize. And we didn't ball out. We didn't get crazy Magnum bottles. We didn't get Ace of Spades. We didn't get Don Julio. We got the subpar stuff. But then like,
Did
Now-
you leave a gross?
huh?
Did you leave a gross?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's your main concern.
Then fuck it. Then that
Yeah,
was
no,
great.
it's-
$600 would have come flying out of my pocket.
Yeah, you know,
How fast can I get
it's
the fuck
it's
out
really
of here
hard
with her?
not to.
How fast can I get the fuck out of here with her? My 600 would have not been on my mind
No.
at all. Not today, not tomorrow.
You left the
next day.
card. You leave the card.
Yeah, for
Get
real.
it tomorrow.
No.
Yeah.
In Cali, it's like anywhere, it's really hard. Like if you get a bottle, like all right, now we're gonna graduate. So that's a $1,300 bottle table. Most is ever went up to was 3,500.
That's a lot. I mean, sometimes the bins are like that though.
Like I said,
Yeah,
this
yeah.
was one oak in Vegas. We spent $3,500.
Yeah, fuck that. And then,
But we
Right.
split it. When you split it with like 4 or 5 people, it's not that bad yet.
Dragged it that night. Tyga's out there doing all.
It was
Ben
Tyga.
Baller was there. Tyga, I don't know.
Oh yeah. But that's
They dragged it.
Yeah.
Now let's talk about. Let's give everybody a little glimpse of the. I want the $10,000 bottle, the $15,000 table.
Oh, bro, I really don't care about that shit. Like, I have friends that like care about like how many fucking bottles come out, what they.
Oh, I don't care about that. All right, do you take pictures of the bottle?
No, fuck no.
Okay.
I literally never. First of all, I don't drink. Period. I pay for the real estate. We all split it. I ain't trying to be better than the next guy.
Pay for the
I'm
real
not the one
estate.
standing on top of people. Like, yo, I'm cool.
You're not standing on the couch dancing.
No, fuck no. I mean, I dance, but I'm not on the couch. I'm not looking to be like a fucking elitist. I don't give a fuck. If the bill's paid and I know you, or you look like someone I could fuck with, yo, come in, have a good time. You don't need to pay me any money. You don't need to pay any of my friends any money. We're good. But I do have those friends that fucking, oh, dude, they stretch the shit out of it. On the gram, they're literally, they're really out there calling it. Like, oh, I make this, I do that, blah, blah, blah. I'm doing it. Good, but when the fucking bill comes, mouse. They don't say a word, or the next day they're trying to get this.
I'll see you when I see you.
Yeah. Like, at that shit, bro, if you're going to act like that, pay the fuck up. Pay your dues. You want to act like a tough, not a tough guy, I'm sorry, but you want to act like a bowler, be the part, bro.
Now let's ask him etiquette questions. All right, so I'm not gonna lie, back in the day,
You took bottles, pictures.
dude,
Fuck yeah.
21
Doubles.
You know
My
it.
man straight came out like two
Nah,
fists.
nah.
What do you mean? I still take videos? Are you kidding me?
I don't do that.
No. So the videos are long gone, but now it's about this. The guys, I think is corny. I hate this. When one bottle gets taken a picture with 6 people,
Oh, wow.
it gets like, all right, here's your bottle. Here, take.
Like Ace of Spades or
Here,
something.
just-
Some bullshit.
No. You're talking big boy bottles. I'm talking just regular anything.
Like a bottle of Ciroc. What's the best one when they fucking throw a bottle in between their sneakers and their sneakers some Yeezys and they got like a Breitling on or some bullshit. They don't got an AP on, nothing
No
serious.
Prezi.
No,
You don't
no
need a
AP,
vote.
You know what I mean? They don't got fucking
Patties.
Yeah, I mean nothing serious.
It's the flex.
They're flexing, but they're flexing with some bullshit. Like a Ciroc
Yeah.
bottle. Who cares?
Chinese
bro?
fucking
Just drink
Rolex.
it. You're paying overpriced. Everyone thinks you're a fucking retard anyway for it. You
Like,
really just
Ciroc bottles like
Yeah,
what,
it's
30, 40 bucks?
and in the club was 800, 875, some stupid fucking number.
You're a piece of shit.
And then you're paying 31% tax on it. Everyone in the club is literally fucking like the people that work there, the girls, like
They hate you. They
they're
hate you
gassing
guys.
the shit up you. Yo, buy some more. Yeah. Because you look like a fucking retard. And I get it. It's fine. But sometimes, like, you just want to be in your own spot. I don't want to be around other people.
Right.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
like
yeah.
I like the real
shoulder people.
I like the
fucking
real
hate
estate
that.
comment.
Fuck yeah.
Your
real
own
estate.
space. You got your little.
Fuck
You're in a
yeah.
section.
I'll pay
just-
for the real estate.
Just like you're
Yeah.
sitting, you got a night, and you get, you're not crowded, and you with the
Yeah.
people you want to be with. Now, when you went with your friends, you guys usually split the tabs, right?
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Is it always like just even at the end?
Yeah, dude.
Who puts the card down? Is that a conversation? We have that conversation.
I'll be honest with you. Sometimes there's people that are more oriented towards cash that don't want nothing tied to them. I always put the card down. We'll do the bill on cash. Like my guys, my boys, they're fucking straight. Like if I say it's $200 more, $600 more, whatever, they don't leave me stranded. They always just say the bills. We cut it down the middle. My boys all make good money. They all do well, and they know what the night's gonna cost.
Right,
but
right.
at all expenses, don't worry about the money. Worry about let's have a good fucking time. Let's celebrate us working hard during the week, and we're gonna have a good time. But the guy that sits there and says, "Well, I had a sip of it," or you're at a business dinner. Think about it. You guys are both have come from a family business. You're at dinner, and there's that one fucking guy that's trying to itemize what he's ordering.
Yeah.
And we don't split this bill 8 ways. Bro, first of all, if you don't fight for your card to put the card out first to get it done, like we ain't doing business ever. And if you sit there and say, "Well, I didn't have this and this person had that," bro, get up from the table because you don't belong there. You know what I mean? Be a man. Be a part of it. You're
so
going out. Like,
you're
you're
talking
going
about
man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're splitting it.
Yeah.
I didn't have the appetizer, so I wanted to deduct my $2.99 from the total bill.
It's like my one friend is like, if we're all gonna split the check, they'll order like 8 drinks. So they know it's gonna be split anyway. That's bullshit.
Yeah, I get you on that side too. I think you're a little younger. Me and him are and like when you start doing more business and things like that, no matter what you order, and I don't think you're gonna. I think that's more of like an assumption. You think people like, yeah, I'm gonna order more just because
I'm gonna split the
No,
bill.
but we know some people who do that. That's
I mean,
what I'm saying.
Sure, they're
Yeah.
they're whack.
Scumbag.
Yeah, scumbag. Straight
Yeah.
up. I hate the guy that kind of comes out there and like they act the part, but they really aren't.
Yeah.
Let's everyone just be
90% of
themselves.
Instagram.
First of all, stay in your fucking lane, bro. I'm not in fucking lane with millionaires. I mean, I keep it where I'm at. Don't put yourself crazy as funny.
It's
Don't
like the
overextend
guy-
yourself.
It's like the
Yeah,
guy on
really, yeah.
Instagram with
Really,
entrepreneur in their bio.
correct. Yeah. Oh, that's stupid as fuck. Or when they fucking DM you, listen, I get it. Like everybody wants to see, like when they say they DM you, like I get DMs a lot. Sometimes it's, from girls. Whatever. I like that. But when it's from like dudes are like, I want your lifestyle. What the fuck's a lifestyle, bro? You want my lifestyle? You want to wake up at 7? You want to be done at 11 at night? You want to constantly be working on weekends, doing everything? You want to constantly you want to dream?
They only see the good. They only see the good.
You sleep for 8 hours a day, but 4 out of those fucking hours are dreaming of how fucking great you're gonna be tomorrow. Take my fucking life. But don't sit here and ask me questions for some short pass like it's a fucking golden brick road. I don't know the answers.
You think Instagram? You think? Sorry to cut you off there. Could you use what you're talking about? You think Instagram kind of gives you people a fake facade? Because obviously everybody's watching this podcast is probably going to go to your Instagram and they're going to see the cars. They're going to see that you have hundreds of, maybe like 1,000 pairs of shoes that are all
sneakers,
expensive as fuck. Like these are $2,000 sneakers. But like you wouldn't know, like, cause he's a sneakerhead. And, like, you have nice cars, you have a beautiful home. This guy's crazy about his house, and he actually copied my couch, my table. This guy copied everything in my house. But we're gonna leave that another time.
You're selling the lights. I'm like $40.
So people see all this.
I do stupid shit. I just come up with crazy.
We're not even gonna talk about the recent lights.
Don't even start with that things. I call my contractors up and they're like, Meech, you're not doing this. Like, listen, if there's a will, there's a way. I fucking think I can do it. I seen this fucking magazine this guy had.
Oh my God.
I want it.
I want my fucking iPad on my wall to control my blinds. Get it done. Figure it the fuck out. When my camera's done, I want it done. That's just what I want. I work hard. I want that.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
You think it's a facade?
For me?
Instagram, in general.
For sure. But I still think that there's a lot of great things that come on Instagram. I don't want to sit here and be negative because I think when we start to dwell on things like...
I love Instagram.
I do too. But if we're going to sit here and have a conversation about what the next guy does, I feel like me and you are now no longer progressing. And we are both businessmen. We need to worry about ourselves. And I think if you fucking worry about the next man, no grown man should ever worry about another fucking grown man. Regardless, I think if he fucking fakes it, let him figure it the fuck out.
Right.
My wheels are spinning so fast that I don't have fucking time to think about anything besides going forward.
Yeah.
So being positive in that note, I think a lot of great things come from Instagram. I think a lot of great things come from social media platforms or the internet, period. Think about how well that's progressed in the past 22 years. I certainly think
Instagram is why we're here.
Correct. That's how I met you. I think that Instagram could be detrimental to certain people's aspects in life. But
relationships?
I also think absolutely relationships.
Does it screw your shit up?
Absolutely, my shit's fucked.
Is it because Instagram, they see you partying?
I don't know what it is, but I think they come along the lines that they think I'm a dickhead, or they want to think that I can't be trusted, or I'm gonna do this and that.
Well, the can't be trusted part. Can we talk about meech cake?
I mean, sure.
Because it's a genius marketing step. And you know what? When you end up making money from such genius, so in layman's terms, I'm going to give you the short version, and he'll go in depth about it. Basically,
super short, please.
Meech had a picture, a sticker, and we're going to put it here so you can see it, a sticker. And with that sticker was a picture of a butt, right?
No, it was a picture of emoji cake.
And it was like the cake though.
It was a cake.
It was a cake.
Yeah,
and
like
if you had a nice
cake.
ass, and it was perky, it was fat,
jiggly, meaty, whatever.
You got the stamped approval to get it on your butt. And so girls now, you know how some girls be looking at like, oh, I want that slice of cake on my cake. Like, so now it's like, so he would go over, and it's just a good way to meet women, I guess. You would just go over there.
Listen, that shit started super early. I remember I was going to Miami, spring break. I was going to Ultra, Miami Music Week. I was fucking.
Oh, forget about it.
I was single. I was like, you couldn't fucking say the term girlfriend in a sentence. And
forget about it.
This is before I met the girl I dated for almost 4 years.
Whoa.
So we go down. We're having a good fucking time. I was like, I want a way to be able to introduce myself to these girls with butts. I was the kid growing up, like, dude, this girl's got a fat butt. I would chase her. Everyone would be like, oh, her butt's too big. And that was before butts were big. These dudes are like, oh, I like fat asses. Dog, preschool days. Fucking in the 90s. I was there. That's what I fucking loved. So, I just would go up to him and be like, yo, your ass is fat as fuck. Legitimately, almost as like very cocky like that, but at the same time, it's like, I really, really want to take a picture with you. They'd be so intrigued, but at the same time, they'd be like kind of like, I'm glad.
It's weird, but it's
I would
confident.
stick on their ass, we'd conversate and whatever, if I brought the girl home or whatever. Fast forward, I get a girlfriend. Serious fucking girlfriend.
And you were still doing
my first
meech cake?
She actually allowed me to do it because she was there and she partaked in it. You know, we had a good time where and at that point, we had some rules. I wasn't allowed to touch. I obviously wasn't bringing them home, or, I wasn't fucking them after or whatever, but...
but you were.
No. Before?
Yeah.
Before, I was
in Miami. It was meech cake. Like, yo, Mr. 305.
I was out there young. I was a 26-year-old arrogant fuck.
Yeah.
25-year-old arrogant fuck. I was doing it. So then this fucking shit blows up. There's other dudes that are doing it. We go to clubs with some money. He's like, yo, you want to throw a fucking party? I was like, of course I do.
Yeah.
No fucking party. They pay for the suites. They pay my fucking liquor tab. We fucking give 2 girls $500 for the best ass or best twerk. We fucking put that shit on video. It's funny.
How did it start blowing up though?
I don't fucking know.
Just
bro.
people started
New people.
recirculating pictures.
No, what would happen is like then there would be girls that would just want to send their butt to like expose that their ass is fat on Instagram, and within like a reason, I wasn't naked, but was in like underwear and whatever. They wanted to put themselves out there, like I mean, they thought this shit was funny. For whatever reason, I thought. I mean, to me personally, I think it's derogatory. I had to shut it down eventually. I couldn't do it anymore. I outgrew it. I had a girlfriend. I really wanted to be with her forever.
You got older,
so at that point, it was like, hey, am I going to lose this girl that I'm going to marry, or am I going to go ahead and continue this shit? So obviously, I picked her, and that's where we ended it. I literally shut that shit off like that.
In hindsight, you're still happy you picked her?
Absolutely, bro. I would take her 10 times out of 10 days. It was
because
she was an amazing girl, no matter what. Like that, being a dickhead and like kind of exposing girls like that. Like I wasn't really looking to do that because I do care about people. But no, absolutely, you're always gonna want to. That's someone's daughter. That's someone's mother. Yeah. I mean, whatever it may be.
Gonna be someone's mom.
It could have been. There's probably some moms there. No. 26.
Probably.
It's some moms. Yeah, it's 305. It's
yeah.
Miami. You never know what's going on down
So
there.
we fast forward. That shit's done. It was a fucking fun period. I think it's so hidden now that you wouldn't even find it if you try to search it.
It's crazy. You made money. You threw parties. You gave money away. Like it blew up from
a
nothing.
sticker.
From just wanting to meet girls with big butts.
Deadass.
You
like
were the
every
guy.
kid right now is like, yo,
you can't make that up. That's
gonna be 80 guys off this podcast.
Anything can happen. You can do anything. I tell you all the time.
Anything's possible.
You want to meet girls with big butts?
There's a guy that does that shit now, but all he gets is like, his hands are so big. You seen that guy? And he grabs their butts. His hands are like abnormously big.
The big black dude.
Yeah, the big black dude.
He
Yeah.
actually picked up a girl that I used to see.
Who is it?
I used to date her.
This
back
big
in the
dude.
day.
He picks girls up and he'll
Literally,
hold
I'll find
them.
you a picture of the girl that I actually tagged the sticker on her butt, and she went down to.
He grabbed her.
And he grabbed her ass.
Like his hands are abnormally big, and he'll grab their full ass.
He has a picture of him picking up girls on his shirt.
Yeah. Like he'll hold the girl up from her ass. His hands are huge.
I gotta look at this.
Yeah, huge. It's crazy.
Right after this, we'll look
Crazy.
this bad boy up. All right, you're done with Meech Cake. You're done with, and now, so Meech is a side hustle guy. So now he has another obsession that you guys found out about if you don't follow my Instagram, Mirror's World. Cars. Guy does cars. You saw him built a $100,000 WRX. He has a crazy wicked Lexus. His daily driver Honda's wicked, but he details cars.
Saw the rotiforms on it. I like that a lot.
Which one? I wrote it from everything. Shout out to Jason. Shout out to Brian. James Will.
I saw that. I was like, rotiforms on a Honda.
I only will rock rotiform.
But now the detailing, you're like OCD about that.
It's a disorder, bro. I literally, if there's my house that would be a little crooked, this is a little thing. The table needs to be wiped. You need to call your girl back and tell her to vacuum. Whatever we were spraying earlier, we need to wipe.
Oh, God.
I have an overcompulsive.
No, I'm like that with you. I'm with you. Yeah, my shoes are mainly with my shoes.
Yeah, right.
No, so like
they're not DS anymore though.
Yeah, I know. I just destroyed these.
They're definitely no. Actually, we might pass them. We'll scrub.
Yeah, they'll pass.
Yeah, Jason Mark on the bottom.
I want to hear about Meech Bubbles.
So I don't know. Honestly, I think it was
because I before you break it down now, I just want people to understand like this again. I'm gonna map out for you another business how it can go from absolutely zero, nothing. So what do you say like average month? What do you say?
I don't really talk monetary. I think I do it. I to the point where I don't.
Could you live off it?
I don't market. Yeah, sure. I don't market. I also don't do. If I don't know you, it doesn't come off a referral. If you're not a friend of mine, if I don't know you personally, I won't do your car. So it's only pretty much just word of mouth. I don't want it to be some big elaborate thing. I do have some plans in 2019. I'm going to be dropping some things. I have some really, really big plans in the making. For the point where you'll probably want to bring it.
Right.
But I beforehand, I was never like a detailer. I mean, I kind of self-learned. I learned from some other people, internet. Bought the best products, bought all the best equipment, and I just started detailing my friends' cars, and that's kind of how I met you.
But you like go above and beyond, like you really do.
Sure. I mean, but that's only because it's a hobby. Instead of like going out and getting fucked up, or
I feel like that's what a lot of people don't understand is that you don't need to be doing this. You're doing this because you like doing it, and you're doing it.
I'm gonna be completely honest, like to the point where like art of delegation becomes a huge factor. Where like I do it myself.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't fucking have no one do it.
There's
like,
no staff.
I don't need to wake up at 7 in the morning and drive 2.5 hours to book 2 cars or whatever. It's just what I enjoy. I don't need money. That's
what I'm saying. You don't need to be doing this.
I don't. But people like be like, well, you want to work with your hands. You want to get dirty. Like you want to be some like. And I don't want to use this in a real way, but they use derogatory terms like a Mexican.
Yeah.
Listen, bro, it's not about that. It's what I fucking like, and that's what I love, and that's gonna make a legacy from you. My name's gonna be remembered. So when I do make this established thing, and and start, working on other people's cars or clients or getting customers and advertising and doing that and making a legitimate business.
I feel like people appreciate that more because then it's like, why don't you hire a staff? It's like,
All
I'm
right,
the owner,
so
I'm doing it.
So instead of just telling people like, all right, this is what we're gonna do. I'm not gonna tell people you can go from 0 to making 6 figures detailing. You could literally.
There's a lot,
We could do
there's
this.
a lot of details out there, but you gotta be business oriented.
You gotta find something you're good at.
Fuck yeah.
So if you just find something you're good at, pick anything, whatever you like. I think in today's world, if you find something, whatever you like, you can make money doing it. I'm convinced. Unless you're doing some really weird shit.
Yeah.
No, you can. I've seen people who, like girls, like there's this girl who like eats a lot of food to get fat. So her goal in life is to gain weight.
I think I saw that she was dating to date people, like fucking
Yeah,
to pay her
like
to eat.
she
shit.
sits in front of a camera and she's like 300 pounds and just
She was eating a fucking cake.
Just stuffs her face.
She's like 30 chicken nuggets. This dude paying her, sucking her toes, like eating food. It was fucking weird.
What?
You mean to tell me like?
Am I getting paid for this? Because I'm doing this, right?
Huh?
I'm getting paid?
The goal one day.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I'm getting paid indirectly.
Someone sponsor us.
So, like I said, if you find a niche, find something you like, there's a way to monetize it. If you don't know how to monetize it, look harder. Detailing. He likes detailing. Made a business. And now a guy travels 2.5 hours, gets paid. And you know what? You can end up making good money. There's people who eat cake on live camera
Shoes.
and get paid thousands of dollars. Like I'm telling you, if you can't find a way, then it's honestly on you. In today's world, Instagram, you can do drop shipping, you can do advertising, you can make stickers, you can make T-shirts, you can buy stuff.
Buy and sell Supreme.
You can buy stuff off Alibaba. You know what I'm saying? It's like a cheaper Amazon.
I'm good at Alibaba.
You never heard of Alibaba? AliExpress, DHgate?
Nope.
I mean, I'm an Amazon fiend.
They have an Alibaba Prime.
Alibaba, yeah.
All right, you got any other points for these guys?
Nah, I mean, honestly, I just think get out there and do it. Like,
mind you, some of these
guys,
people, you're
guys,
31, you're a lot older than some of these guys. So
Yeah.
what would you say to like somebody?
No,
still in
because
college
some of
or-
the viewers are.
listen,
I mean, I got a lot in
there's
college,
there's legitimate no substitute to hard work. There's no substitute like being able to just get out there and do it.
You can't cheat.
What I will tell you is this: Instagram, internet, Facebook, things like that's all controlled online environment. You don't see how fucking bad we fail. I wake up sometimes and I'm like, I fucked that up, or I need to figure it out. But you know what makes that person great, from good to great, is getting past that. You put that in the rears. You totally block that out and you worry about how you're going to progress. You need to figure out what you need to do to get forward. And these fucking dudes, Gary Vee, he's very vulgar. Tony Robbins, all these other guys, they're very great and they do good things, but they're consultators. They're selling you platforms. Look at some other guys like Joe Puckett, Craig Wiggins. These guys are more into the training platforms and what they can do to train you to be like that. Not tell you fucking stories like, oh, I lived in the basement and I had $5,000 to my name, maxed out a credit card, and I purchased a formula, and then it sold a fucking some type of pre-workout, and now fucking every ambassador is using it across the world, whatever. Let me explain something to you, that real person, then you'll really know who it is. He had a fucking Lamborghini, he was on TV shows before that even fucking happened. So these big fucking come-up stories, they happen, but just work hard and do what you love, and then you really won't worry about it. But at the same time,
so do what you love. The message is do what you love.
Do what you love, but push past the failures. Don't fucking, if you don't get that, I mean, they put you, rock, listen, I have my best friend that I think he has one, I'm getting tingly telling you this right now, but he has a saying, and he put this out there, and it's rock bottom built more heroes than privileged. And that fucking is true. If you don't live the bottom, you don't know what it feels like to get to the top. And if you don't be at the top, you don't know what it feels like to be at the bottom.
There's nowhere else to go besides up when you're at rock
you
bottom.
need to get up. You need to feel the bottom to know that you never want to fucking be there again, and you'll do whatever it fucking takes to get there. Done. End of story. That's what I live by, because I know what it feels like to be at the bottom. I know what it feels like to be mediocre, and I won't settle for being anything less than great.
I'm still sick.
And a good person, listen, if you're good at something, you're gonna tell everybody.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very humble. I think to a point, I don't tell nobody what I do. But if you are great at something, people will tell you. I'm leaving it at that. Drop the fucking mic.
Well, and that, my friends, is episode 4, where we have Dimitri,
a.k.a. Meech.
Little Meech. You can follow him on IG. Meech Bubbles is his IG business
We're doing
name.
Big Meech. Is it Big Meech or
Big
Little
Meech was
a fucking drug deal rapper. Or
yeah. Big Meech was like, he didn't want to be the asshole. So
Little Meech.
Little Meech.
Little Meech.
Little Meech.
You can literally follow him on Little Meech, Meech Bubbles. Episode 4. Thank you for tuning in. Like I said, hour and 7 minutes. This one's long. hopefully you gain some kind of info. If you have a question or you want to reach out to Meech, where
I'll drop his Instagram over there.
We'll drop his Instagram handle right in front of him. You can check it out. Follow him. Amir's World. Kimo that guy. The Millennial Era. Thank you for tuning in. And we'll see you next week.